Okay, y'all. So I said that we are talking about reality check part 2. So you guys know, I think it was either last season or the season before, I talked about reality check. Like, basically reality check on life. But like, who checking y'all? Like, I'm just saying, y'all, it's so much going on out here, and sometimes we lose sight of the goal. We lose track. Who checking you to snap you back into reality, to be like, hey, snap out of it, get back, put your eyes back on the prize, and keep going towards your goal. Don't let anything knock you off your horse. Don't let anything knock you off your game. And that's what a lot of stuff is coming into play. A lot of stuff is trying to knock you off your A game. Let me say that again. A lot of stuff is trying to knock you off your A game. And if you allow whatever it is that's going on the inside of you to throw you off track and make you lose sight of the race that you are running, it's going to be hard trying to get back. So who's checking you? And yeah, when I say it's going to be hard to get back, you could get back on track. But the further you are away, the further and harder it is for you to get back on track. And it won't be easy. It can't happen overnight. But who checking you? Like, who's really right there in your corner? Who is really right there supporting you and pushing you and letting you know, like, hey, this is wrong, or hey, you need to do this and this is what you need to be doing? Who's checking you? Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all this story. And it's not really a story. It's just something that actually just happened recently. So, y'all know I walked into this new year saying, I'm about to be lit for my podcast. I'm about to be lit for YouTube, start making content for TikTok. I'm about to be doing A, B, C, and D. And that's what I've been doing. But let me tell y'all, one little week, it was like 2 weeks ago, and it was like I got like lazy, like the spirit of laziness like came over my body. And not just lazy in dropping a podcast or doing content. It was just like, what is going on? Like, what are you doing? And like, why haven't you dropped anything? And my friend, he had checked me. Like, he checked me like, hello, what's going on? You haven't dropped the video. You haven't dropped the episode. I'm waiting on Queen Key. And I'm sitting there like, man, that was a check for me. That was somebody giving me a reality check about, hey, get back on your A game. Get back to your life. Get back to what you are supposed to be doing. And it kind of woke me up like, okay, you know what? Let me wake up. Let me get myself together. Let me put myself back on track. And it could have been anything. It could have been the slightest little thing that could have rubbed me off and could have threw me off track. And to be honest, you can't say anything but take accountability for not being on track on what you're supposed to be doing. Because you only put up with what you allow. So when he checked me and was like, I'm waiting on the episode. I was trying to figure out what's going on, like checking in. And that's what I like. Check me. Tell me. Like, hey, Queen Key. Hey, Keish, what's going on? You ain't dropped no content. You ain't dropped no video. What's up? What's up, y'all? It is your girl, Queen Key, on a beat. That's right, your girl, Queen Key, on a beat. What's going on, y'all? What's up? It is February, y'all. February the 2nd, to be exact, y'all. We are walking into February, claiming all the blessings, all the new opportunities. February, you, meaning working on you, claiming everything that's meant to be for you, and neglecting and rejecting everything that ain't for you. We're going to go ahead and hop right into this episode. Today, we are talking about Reality Check Part 2. Who checked you? And that can be a check for anything in life. It can be a check whether you own a business, whether you are a singer, you are a rapper, and you haven't dropped nothing, or maybe you haven't been promoting and marketing and advertising like you are supposed to, and maybe you got a fan that's checking you, or maybe you have a manager or a booking agent or somebody who's checking you, who's telling you like, hey, I know you're probably going through the ropes with life. I know you're probably dealing with this. I know you're probably dealing with that. But I need you to keep your eyes on the goal. Keep your eyes on the main prize. Don't take your eyes off of the thing that you are supposed to be running after because of things that's out of your control. One of the main things that I am really learning this year is to really understand and identify the things that I can control and the things that I can't control. Because the things that I can't control is out of my hands. It's beyond my means. So the things that I can control and making these goals, okay, well now what can I do to stay on track, to get towards these specific things that I'm trying to get to? Am I promoting? Am I marketing? Am I researching? Am I collaborating? Am I networking? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I rebranding? Am I reaching out, taking different ideas from different people? That's what it means, is staying on track, is making sure that you are, what, as the old folks would say, dotting your I's and crossing your T's. But sometimes I can also understand and know that it's a lot on people. It's a lot when everything falls on you, when everything is on your back. So you don't have nobody always to check you. But sometimes I got to tell you, sometimes you got to check yourself. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, hey, okay, I may not have nobody in my circle, in my life, on my journey at this point in time that can check me. So you know what? I am going to check myself. And I ain't going to hold y'all. I check myself all the time. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. Because at the end of the day, it's me looking back at me in the mirror. It's me telling me in the mirror that you can do it, that you can make it. And other people can believe you. And yeah, other people can check you. But can you check you? Can you believe in you? So who's checking for you? Who's helping you? Who's supporting you? Who's pushing you? Are you helping yourself? Are you supporting yourself? Are you pushing yourself? Do you believe in yourself? Another story, just like I told y'all when I was talking about fear part 1 in the previous episode, in a couple of episodes back, I was telling y'all how last year I got checked. And I know a lot of y'all try to put this tough game on, like ain't nobody gonna check me, ain't nobody gonna tell me what I need to do, and la la la, you try to put that big act on, like you so tough. But sometimes you need to be checked to come back down to reality, to be like, hey, I need you to get back into the ropes. But back to the story, like I was telling y'all, my ex was like, what's stopping you? I don't know what fear or what it is, but it's holding you back. And that was a check for me. And right then and there, you don't want to always just be like, you know what? You right. No, we be like, I don't know what you talking about. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't scared of nothing. Ain't no fear. Woo, woo, woo. And it probably wasn't saying that scared as into people, but it's like your life. What are you doing? Why are you so scared to go for this? Or why are you so scared to go for that? And I'm like, man, I had to really think about it. And now when I think about it back to today, it's like, you know what? That was a reality check, because 2024 is a whole different 2024. I'm a whole different person. So yeah, I feel like it's okay for somebody to check you, as long as they are checking you and putting you back to where you need to be, throwing you back on track, making you wake up to reality. Don't always be so tough. Don't always put on that face like you don't need to hear what nobody got to say, because ain't nobody walking your life. You right. Ain't nobody walking in your shoes. Ain't nobody living the life that you living. Don't nobody know what you wake up to, what you go to sleep to, whether you cry yourself to sleep at night or you going to therapy to figure your life out. Nobody knows what's going on your journey. But sometimes take heed to what people are saying. Take heed to what they're telling you, because maybe they are checking you back into reality. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, Queen Key, how can I tell the difference between someone who is actually trying to check me back into reality and somebody who just who's not trying to check me into reality, but trying to tell me about my life? And I know that you probably like, okay, I don't get it. I don't understand. So let me break it down to you. A person who's going to check you back into reality is like the two stories that I gave you. My friend, him checking me back into reality, telling me, hey, you ain't dropped no content. What's going on? Like, you ain't dropped no episode. I'm waiting. Hello. Okay, that's the first check. Second check was the second story I told y'all. Like, what's going on? Why is fear stopping you? Another check, like, dead. This person is right. Now, to know the difference is when somebody is coming at you like, you got a lot of stuff on your mind. It's really heavy, and you are explaining to this person what is going on, and that person reverses it back and responds in a way that's not checking you. That's basically like, well, I knew that wasn't gonna work anyway, so this, or I knew this, or I knew that. A person that's giving it to you and feeding it to you in a negative light. And trust me, you will know the difference. You can tell the difference. You know the difference. That's like somebody telling you, like, you got this, A, B, and C, D going on, and they ain't got a pot to piss in, like that. Like somebody telling you about your life, but their life ain't even all together either. It's a way that you put somebody back on track, like a check-in, like, hey, I'm thinking about you. I haven't heard anything. What's going on? That's the proper way to go about it. Like, hey, I'm just trying to make sure ain't no album drop, ain't no EP drop. You good? You need something? So who's checking you? Are you checking yourself? So that's all I wanted to share with y'all, is basically who checked you. Because, man, I really had to really think about it, y'all. When I was being lazy that whole week and I didn't have the desire, the urgency, or anything, like not a lack of motivation to do anything. And when my friend checked me, it woke me up like, girl, no, you got to get it together. And so you got to make a vow to yourself to do what you have to do to stay on track, and you might fall off track, and it's okay, but don't stay off the track too long. Don't stay off the track too long. I want to tell you all, thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting Queen Key Talks podcast. I appreciate you guys so much. Stay tuned for more content. Stay tuned for more episodes. Make sure you guys follow me on my social media accounts, and make sure you send in your feedback, your comments, what you want to hear, what you guys want to know, and different topics that you guys want me to speak on. Or if you want to join, click the voice message below in the link and let me hear from you. I love you all, and your girl, Queen Key, on the busy, is out. Peace.